In a world where sweetness reigns supreme, only a few can resist the allure of delectable treats. When we indulge in the delightful sweetness of treats, our brains respond by releasing happiness-inducing hormones like dopamine. Nearly every sweet delicacy we indulge in is crafted from sugar. It is not just something sweet. Over the centuries, it's been a medicine, a spice, a symbol of royalty, and an instrument of disease, addiction, and oppression. But have you ever pondered how sugar is made? Or how sugar covers its enchanting journey, from its origin as a plant to gracing our tables with sweetness? Stick till the end of the video to find out how the food that nobody needs but everyone craves for is made. Sugar, as a commodity, was first prepared from sugarcane, which originated in the islands of the South Pacific. Although the natives in these islands did not prepare sugar from cane, they doubtless chewed stalks as a source of food and for the sweet taste. From there, it spread to Southeastern Asia, then eastward to India and northward to China, the Philippines, Hawaii, and other places. India was the first country to manufacture sugar from sugarcane. Not later than 400 BC, or perhaps earlier, a knowledge of sugar had become general throughout India. So that's how the first refined sugar appeared on the scene in India about 2,500 years ago. From there, the technique spread east towards China and west towards Persia and the early Islamic worlds, eventually reaching the Mediterranean in the 13th century. Cyrus and Sicily became important centers for sugar production. Throughout the Middle Ages, it was considered a rare and expensive spice rather than an everyday condiment. Worldwide, alongside sugarcane, sugar beets are also used as the main crop that produces sugar. In fact, around 55 to 60% of all the sugar is produced from beets and the rest from sugarcane in the US. Let's see how sugar is made from sugarcane. Grown in tropical and subtropical regions, sugarcane is the world's largest crop by production quantity, with Brazil accounting for 40% of the world total. It is grown by stem propagation, and the growth period for cane crops varies considerably according to the region. But on an average, it needs around 12 to 16 months to reach maturation. However, continuous cooler temperature promotes the maturation of cane, as does withholding of water. Now, when the cane is ready to harvest, it is harvested by a mechanical harvester, which moves along the rows of cane, removing the leafy tops of the cane and cutting the stalk into short pieces or billets. These billets are then loaded into the bins, which are towed alongside the harvester. When full, the bins are taken by road or tramway to the sugar mill, where they are emptied onto a receiving table. Since the cane is not clean enough to go through the next process, it is fed on a belt conveyor that takes the cane through 2 separate washes. The sugar cane is passed through preparatory devices like knives for cutting the stalks into fine chips, before being subjected to crushing in a milling tandem comprising 4 to 6 roller mills. In the best milling practice, more than 95% of the sugar of cane is extracted into the juice. The dried pulp left behind after the juice has been extracted is not wasted. Instead, it can be used as fuel. The treated juice on boiling is fed to a continuous clarifier, from which the clear juice is decanted, while the settled impurities known as mud is sent to a rotary drum vacuum filter for removal of unwanted stuff called filter cake. It is discarded or returned to the field as fertilizer. The syrup gets treated with sulfur dioxide before being sent to the pan station for crystallization of sugar, and the process is known as sulfitation. Crystallization takes place in single-effect vacuum pans, where the syrup is evaporating until saturated with sugar. At this point, seed grain is added to serve as a nucleus for the sugar crystals, and more syrup is added as the water evaporates. The masequite from crystallizer is drawn into revolving machines called centrifuges. The perforated lining retains the sugar crystals, which may be washed with water if desired. The mother liquor molasses passes through the lining because of the centrifugal force exerted, and after the sugar is purged, it is cut down, leaving the centrifuge ready for another charge of masequite. The final product in the form of sugar crystal is dropped through the pan section, and this sugar is graded and picked in 50-kilogram bags. The grade of the sugar depends on the size of the crystal viz, small s and medium m. So that's how sugar completes its fascinating but tedious journey from the plant to your table. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And tell us, have you ever had the chance to visit a sugar mill? And if you had, then what was your experience? Share it with us in the comment section below. Subscribe to our channel if you like to watch such informative content, and do not forget to press the bell icon to never miss an update.